What I mean to say is acceptance of this as well. This gives you, that is your faith in God. And faith in God has power. Faith in God has tremendous power. Because times will come in your life where none of your resources will work for the outcome of or for bringing you out of the problem. You will have 500, 100,000 numbers in you. My time is exactly over. I just take 2 minutes more. You have 100 numbers, you have 200 numbers, nothing will work. Whom to call? There will be a problem. At that time, your faith will work. That God has designed me. I'm working faithfully. I'm living faithfully and honestly. Things should work my way in some or the other way. That faith will help. I have read more than 500 biographies and autobiographies in my life, from Mahatma Gandhi, Sardar Patel to Abraham Lincoln, Winston Churchill, Adolf Hitler, Sachin Tendulkar, everybody. The one common element that I found in them, they all had setbacks, failures in their lives. They all experienced it. They all faced it. But during those times when there were negativities in their life, they stood up again because of this one factor, that was the factor of faith. Yes, I accept what has happened to me. Now from tomorrow I'll get back on my knees to my resources. With prayers, I will move. And they moved ahead. Gandhiji used to say that in the midst of all the hectic activities that I do, the one element that keeps me stable and peaceful is my regular prayers to God. So now even the top management gurus, top social relationship gurus, top health gurus of the world that teach you connection with your Creator through prayers or chanting the holy name every day. Stephen Covey teaches in his 7th habit. Og Mandino teaches us in his book, The Greatest Salesman of the World. Ken Blanchard teaches in his book. Jim Collins teaches in his book. Connect with your Creator through prayers every day, or meditation, or chanting the holy name. Recently, the University of Columbia, they carried out an experiment, absolutely scientific experiment. By psychoneurosoftwares, they had mind mapping and MRIs of more than 4,000 people, chanting the holy name for 12 minutes for 8 weeks. Again the psychoneurosoftware version 2.0, their mind mapping and MRI is done. And they came to a conclusion that by chanting the holy name of God for 12 minutes every day, the MRI and the mind mapping, that is the secretion of the hormones during your moods or during your thought processes, they charted it out and they came to a conclusion. You can read it on the website of University of Columbia, University of Philadelphia as well, that chanting the holy name of God gives you 15 to 23% increase in your memory power, gives you around 15% increase in your confidence and willpower, gives around 15 to 17% increase in your buffer capacity, that is the capacity to absorb shocks of life, another 15 to 17%, 20% increase in the strength of your immune system. So by chanting the holy name of God, you have increase in your memory power, in your willpower, in your confidence, in your buffer capacity, in your strength of immune system. मुफ्त का धंधा बिना इन्वेस्टमेंट का करना चाहिए कि नहीं करना चाहिए? जो करते हैं उनको धन्यवाद, जो नहीं करते वो शुरू करना. कल से ये एक्सपेरिमेंटली प्रूव्ड है. आज such 500 experiment copies with me, scientifically proved that this helps. It helps a lot. Every aspect of spirituality helps a lot. Who got the Nobel Prize for medicine this time? Dr. Honjo and Dr. Allison. What did they prove? That human body is capable of protecting itself from cancer. The T cells in the WBC, the white blood cells, each T cell has the power to kill 1,000 cancerous cells. But we, with our wrong food habits, sleeping habits, waking up, other habits, we have suppressed the power of these T cells. And you know how this power comes back to you? Now the new therapy in cancer, we used to have radiotherapy, we used to have chemotherapy, and then we have the surgery. Now the new is immunotherapy. Now the new is immunotherapy, where you make strong your immune system. That is the T cells power. Each T cell has the power to kill 1,000 cells, cancerous cells. And you know, they said by experiments, Dr. Honjo and Dr. Allison, the 2018 Nobel Prize for Medicine, they said that if you do a waterless fast twice a month, that is every 15 days, your T cells will come back to your original power. That is what we call Ekadashi, Nirjal Upas. Every aspect of spirituality has a physical, mental, and emotional impact on you. And then he diluted the final result. He said, if you can't go waterless for 24 hours, at least 20 days in a week. You can go on Google and search what I'm talking. At least 20 days in a year. 20 days in a year, if you can go for 10 hours waterless. Not while you are sleeping, okay, at night. When you are awake, when the sun is on top of you, and you are in the midst of some activity. Those 10 hours, if you go waterless, at least 20 days in a year, both these doctors have proved that the immunotherapy will work. Your immune system will be so strong, your T cells will come back to its original power, and there are least and least chances of your body getting affected by cancer. Every aspect of spirituality is right. So keep faith in scriptures, keep faith in the sayings of great saints, keep faith in culture, tradition, values, ethics, that is work-life balance. So in short, honest, ethical hard work. Second is get back to your family and health on time. And third is your absolute faith in values, virtues, ethics, and God, and the existence and the doership of God. That is a good work-life balance. And when it comes to that, we can definitely live a wonderful life. So all my prayers for all of you. Thank you for calling me here. And thank you for patiently hearing me. And I shot my time for about 7 minutes, about 1 hour. I apologize for that. And I wish all you, Geo family, a wonderful career here at this place under the able guidance of such leaders. And I wish that when everything is Geo, you have Geo, and I saw the Geo merchant as well in the experience room. So perhaps days are not far enough when you will have Geo air, where you will breathe fresh air because of Geo filters. I was talking to Thakkar Sahib that the only one thing remaining. I was talking to Thakkar sir that only one thing remaining in your portfolio. So I told him in the midst of all friends that I'm giving you a project. He gives you project, I've given him a project now. Just casually sharing as a friend, as a well-wisher, more than that. That someday you would put Geo filters all over the surface of the earth and people will breathe fresh, good oxygen air in the midst of all this pollution is because of Geo filters. I don't know if that could happen in the near future. But all my best that you carry humanity to these standards and you carry the society and the human beings to this level of existence. All my prayers for all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Swamiji. We do have a Q&A session and we would really like you to answer some of our questions.
Very quickly.
So, very quickly.
Yeah, very quickly, okay.
So, we circulated this and we got about 43 questions, but we have shortlisted 5 of them.
Okay, I was just about to say 4.3. So that is 5.
First question, and I'm not naming the name of the employee, neither the code nor the contact number, but the employee is obviously in the room and you will appreciate this is one of your questions. How to control negative thoughts coming into the mind and living fearlessly a stress-free life?
I will talk absolute practical, not theoretical. When you wake up in the morning, decide 5 sentences, positive sentences in your life. Today night, before you go to sleep, you decide, write it down. For example, 1 sentence. Today, I will work ethically right. 2, today I'm going to do 1 small new thing at my workplace. 3, today I'm going to help somebody selflessly. Such 5 thoughts that are close to your hearts. Write it down in 1 sentence. Repeat those 5 sentences 25 times before you get out of the bed, and negativity will not come near to you. I challenge and guarantee.
Thank you, Swamiji.
And you will live a stress-free life. Tell yourself in the morning, I can do it. I will do it. Because if somebody upon this earth can do it, I can do it. I will do it. I must do it. Tell yourself 25 times and you will be rejuvenated, basically into power. Soul, God has put tremendous amount of energy in our soul. You need to revive it. Next.
Thank you, Swamiji. In this uncertain world, how do you develop the art of tolerance to ambiguity?
In this
uncertain world, how do you develop the art of tolerance to ambiguity?
Okay. For developing tolerance, first you are to understand human nature. And the nature of especially the people in and around you with whom you have to deal regularly in and out. In that, first is acceptance that no human being is perfect. My spouse is not perfect, my child is not perfect, my working colleague is not perfect, nobody is perfect. It is a group of people with small fraction of perfections and a small fraction of imperfections coming together, working together and producing a result. It is not that we count upon the positives of everybody around us. How we deal well with the negatives of people around us, that is our tolerance. So for that, acceptance of the weaknesses of people around you. Accept them gracefully, accept them whole. I tell, life is a package deal. You get packages? Life is a package deal. And in any package, any employee of this world, only 70% is liked by him, 30% he doesn't like. 30% of the package he doesn't like. Only 70% he likes. But to get that 70%, he has to accept the 30%. As simple as that. That is called acceptance and tolerance. So, in one line it is, accept the weaknesses or negatives of the people whom you are related to, whom you are working with. Acceptance will give you a level of tolerance.
Thank you, Swamiji. The next question has Sanskrit words, and I hope I pronounce it right. What is the difference between Deha Bhav and Atma Bhav? What is the difference between Atma and Paramatma? And what is the difference between Dvaita and Advaita?
Somebody deep into spirituality has asked this. And I appreciate, first I must give them a big hand. The answer requires minimum 1 hour, but I will take just one minute. The first basic difference between Deha Bhav and Atma Bhav. Now it is, the scriptures used to say, and now even the science says that the human body and the soul are two different things. Because you are sitting here, after 1 minute if you die, the body, the clothes, your eyes, hands, legs, all they remain the same. And something has gone out of you, which cannot be measured, which cannot be weighed. And that is your soul. So the first thing, two are different. To know that two are different is the start of the Atma Bhav. Deha Bhav is your attraction towards materialistic pleasures of your life. Atma Bhav is to know their right concepts, put them right in place in your life, and don't get tempted or attracted towards materialistic pleasures of life. I don't say that you don't have, and you must not have. Have the best house, have the best car, because it is your work, it is a human dignity. If you are like fond of good clothes, if you have 50 pairs of clothes, 100 clothes of fine, okay. I'm not against it. To have materialistic possessions or to enjoy materialistic pleasures, I'm not against it. If you enjoy a good trip abroad every year, fine. Go with your family, enjoy with your friends. What I mean to say is, don't get infatuated, don't get tempted, and don't get attracted towards it. That is the line of discipline. If you maintain, then you are into the Atma Bhav section from the Deha Bhav. If you cannot maintain that line of discipline, you are in the Deha Bhav. Second is the difference between Atma and Paramatma. That is, we are the souls. We are called the Atma. And Paramatma is God. There is a big difference between the two. We are in millions and in billions. He is only one. In short, there's a major difference. But then the other differences do come. He controls all the billions of us. And none of us at all, in any stage of life or thereafter, can be equivalent to him. Can be equivalent to him. He is the only one from time eternal to time eternal thereafter. So he is the only one. And the third question is between Dvait and Advait. That is, we feel these are the two schools of philosophy. Dvait, Advait, Visistadvait, Dvaitadvait. These are all the schools of philosophy. And the basic one-line difference is that Dvait means they say that Atma and Paramatma are two different entities, and Advait says that the Atma and Paramatma are not two separate. When this body is left over by the Atma, that is when the Atma leaves this body, it aligns itself with the Paramatma. It gets lost in the Paramatma. That is Advait. No two. Advait means no two, only one. And Dvait is, even after the soul leaves this body, it still has an independent existence. That is Dvait philosophy. The two different schools of philosophy.
Thank you, Swamiji. The next question is, how should a disciple continue his steadfastness and worship the Almighty when the Guru fails him?
When the
Guru fails him. This is in light of many gurus who have fellowships but failed to maintain the sacred platform they were placed on and now are spending their lives behind bars.
Yes, definitely. As I said, first thing, in any profession of your life or at any stage in your life, if you miss out on ethics, whether you are a householder or you are a saint, if you miss out on that, you will face the consequences. In any profession, anywhere in the world, there are always 5-10% people who would join the profession for their own personal interests. Let me ask you a question regarding this. I'm talking of the first officially recorded kidnap case of this world when Ravana lifted Sita. The first official kidnap recorded. Now my question to you is, listen carefully. The person who kidnapped Sita ji in the Ramayana, was he a demon or a sadhu? Feel free to speak out. Was he a demon, the person who lifted Sita, kidnapped Sita, was he a demon or a sadhu? Demon in the avatar of a sadhu. He was a demon, but he wore these clothes. From that day, people came to know that these are the best clothes to cheat the society. From that day, people came to know that these are the best clothes to cheat the society, and people are doing it. Sometimes people committing triple murders in some state, they come to Gujarat and they make a small shrine somewhere and they start worshipping it as a pujari and they sit back. And see, blessings are such things that if you bless 100 people a day, 10 of them are going to come out right. You are not concerned about the rest 90. मेरे पास 100 लोग हैं, सबको आशीर्वाद, चल तेरा धंधा अच्छा चलेगा, तुझे नौकरी मिल जाएगी, तुझे पैसा मिल जाएगा, तेरे भाई के साथ जो झगड़ा है वो निपट जाएगा, तू तेरे संतान नहीं, 15 साल शादी हुई, संतान हो जाए, ऐसे 100 आशीर्वाद में दूं तो 10 तो वैसे भी फलने वाले, वो तो आपसे भी होता है. मतलब क्या? Those 90 to whom I blessed and it did not incarnate, I'm not concerned with them. This 10 will become my disciples. This 10 will tell their stories to another 10 people. अरे यार 15 साल से संतान नहीं होते थे, शादी के बाद इनके आशीर्वाद से हो गए, चल मैं ले जाता हूं. This is how it works. Now, coming to the point, that if your guru fails you, how can you maintain your steadfastness? Before selection of your guru, before you started your job at Jio, before you accepted the appointment letter here at your place, you had certain basic thoughts in your mind about salary, about working hours, about the profile, about the table, everything. So before accepting a guru in your life, if at all you wanted to have a 5 paisa partnership with somebody, you would check 10 parameters. In the same way, when you listen to a saint or you put your head at his feet, check 10 parameters in him. If you don't check and just go by blind faith, there are chances that you will be betrayed by your guru. Because they were originally demons in the form of sadhu incarnate. Simple. They had decided to wear this to cheat the society. So there are parameters you check. The first parameter to check a saint is that he should be following 8-fold celibacy. उसके जीवन में धन का संपूर्ण त्याग होना चाहिए, उसके जीवन में अष्टांग ब्रह्मचर्य होना चाहिए. अगर कोई साधु सैफरन क्लैड हो, व्हाइट क्लैड हो, ब्लैक क्लैड हो, येलो क्लैड हो, जो भी क्लैड हो, if he touches money and keeps money, has a bank account, he is not a tyagi. If he owns the slightest of land, 1 square inch of land in his possession by his name, he is not a tyagi. We in BAPS, we all saints, we don't have bank accounts. We don't touch money. We don't keep money. I've been talking since 26 years on national, international platforms. I don't charge a single rupee for my talks. Never. This is my selfless service to society. Second thing is this, he should have Ashtang Brahmacharya, celibacy in his life. If after becoming a tyagi, that is a saint, if he maintains any kind of relationship with the other gender, there are chances of all spoils in life. जो हम देखते हैं, जो मुख्य कारण है बिहाइंड बार्स जाने के, मुख्य कारण यही है. Because at your workplace, now you have to maintain man-women relationship dignity at your workplace also. We all believe in a free society. I also believe. I'm also a man of science. I did my engineering way back in 1991. I could see many young faces here. Before you people were born, I finished my engineering. In 1991. I think half of you were born after that. I'm also a man of science. I believe that there's a free world. Everybody has a chance to, and everybody has the right to all the resources. So man and women should get literate together. They have all the rights to get fully educated. Man and women must work together. They can come together, make good teams together, pull in their resources, and come out with wonderful projects and work. But you have to maintain your dignity, you have to maintain your discipline when it comes to relationships, even at your workplace. I tell to corporates that a single, simple handshake can prove dangerous after 6 months. And that is the Me Too movement. A simple, oh, we are forward, we are cultured, we are living in the 21st century, and there's a free world. And this simple handshake with this thought process can prove dangerous after 6 months. From a cabinet minister to a CEO of a giant e-commerce platform in Bengaluru, everybody had to put in their papers. This is just the tip of the iceberg. ये मी टू मूवमेंट है, वो टिप ऑफ द आइसबर्ग है. इसलिए मैं कहना ये चाहता हूं कि डिसिप्लिन आपको भी चाहिए. तो हम तो समाज को सही रास्ते पे दौड़ने वाले हैं, तो हमको तो ज्यादा डिसिप्लिन चाहिए. तो ये मी टू मूवमेंट ये है, वहां डिसिप्लिन थोड़ी भी तोड़ी 10 साल पहले, 20 साल पहले, 40 साल पहले बाहर आती है ना. ये तो जिनके नाम बहुत बड़े, उनके नाम न्यूज़पेपर में आते हैं. एक बड़े नाम के पीछे 10-15 नाम तो ऐसे ही चले जाते हैं. हाँ, ये मी टू मूवमेंट में. और ये मी टू मूवमेंट स्टार्ट हुआ, उसके बाद मैंने बोलना चालू किया इसके बारे में इन माय पब्लिक स्पीचेस. आई हैव पुट एन वर्जन टू इट. आफ्टर अ फ्यू इयर्स आवर जनरेशन विल सी द सी टू मूवमेंट. वो क्या है मैं आपको समझाऊं. आपने किसी के सामने देखा और वो व्यक्ति ने फरियाद की कि ये जरा दृष्टि बुरी थी, तो वो तो कैसे प्रूव हो सकती है? एनीथिंग दैट इज नॉट प्रूव्ड लीगली, द पर्सन कैन नॉट बी पनिश्ड. लेकिन सब सीसीटीवी कैमरा तो सब जगह पे, पब्लिक प्लेसेस पे है. टुडे लंदन इज द ओनली सिटी इन द वर्ल्ड विच वेयर एवरी स्क्वायर सेंटीमीटर ऑफ पब्लिक प्लेस इज अंडर सीसीटीवी. ऑल द सिटीज विल फॉलो. हो जाएगी 10-15-25 साल में सब सिटीज, द टॉप 250 सिटीज ऑफ द वर्ल्ड विल बी अंडर सीसीटीवी एवरी स्क्वायर इंच. तो वो व्यक्ति ने फरियाद की कि ये बुरी दृष्टि से मेरे सामने देखा. सीसीटीवी में तो आपके देखना तो आ गया कि देखते थे उसके सामने, ठीक है, ऐसे ही देख लिया. But then this IT people will make 20-25 kinds of softwares which when applied on this CCTV नजर पता चल जाए कि ये दृष्टि बुरी थी. IT people will do anything upon this earth. You just can't imagine what they will do. They can do anything upon this earth. So they will make such softwares. कि ये 20-25 softwares लगा दिए इस सीसीटीवी कैमरा की ये फ्रेम पे, जो फ्रेम थी, that will come out with a big red line. बहुत बुरी दृष्टि थी. The software will generate the output और आपको जेल होगी. ये भी आएगा. तो मैं क्या बोलना चाहता हूं कि आपके वर्किंग कलीग के साथ या सोशल कलीग के साथ भी डिसिप्लिन बहुत जरूरी है. फिजिकल, मेंटल, इमोशनल. तो आपको जरूरी है, तो संत को तो उससे ज्यादा जरूरत है. बिकॉज दे आर द प्योरिफिकेशन सिस्टम ऑफ द सोसाइटी. इफ दे आर नॉट 100% in their character, what are they going to give to the people? If I am not 100% pure from within, my words will not affect you. Pramukh Swami Maharaj was just 5th standard pass, but he was so pure from within. And that purity of his heart created this huge BAPS organization. एक बार किसी को बात करते थे व्यसन छूट जाता था, एक बार किसी को प्रमुख महाराज बात करते थे कोई कुआदत छूट जाती थी. क्यों? द पावर ऑफ कैरेक्टर फ्रॉम विद इन, ट्रेमेंडस पावर. I will take just 1 minute more for this question. Winston Churchill, the wartime Prime Minister of UK, who gave this symbol, V for victory, in the World War II, when Hitler had sent 300 warplanes on London, carpet bombing on London, whole of London was on fire. At that time, to bring back the spirits of the Britishers, he gave this symbol, V for victory. And the people responded to it well. Such a powerful Prime Minister, but he used to say that I can kill 100 Hitlers, but I'm afraid of that half-naked fakir of India, that is Gandhi. He used to tell in the convocation day of the ICS officers, who are now IS, the ICS, Indian Civil Services, that now you will go in India, because the age of 25, 28, they were ICS officers coming to India as heads of provinces. A governor sitting in Mumbai would control Mumbai and whole of Gujarat. 25-year-old boy is now the provincial governor in the British Empire. Tremendous power, execution power that he held. Churchill used to tell these young, dynamic personalities, okay, now you are going to India, you will be sitting as governors in powerful positions in big, huge provinces. You can do anything you want, but don't do one thing. And they would say, what? And Churchill used to tell them, don't talk to Gandhi and Sardar. Why? And they would say, why? And Churchill used to say that these two people are such pure in their character. They live such a high ethical life that in a 10-minute conversation with them across the table, they will throw a blank paper on your face and command you to sign it. You will sign a blank paper. They will write the text after that. Character has this power. And that we saw when Sardar Patel passed away. He had only 725 rupees in his bank account, being the deputy prime minister and the union home minister of the country of India. Just 725 rupees. So a 22 crore statue of unity of his. ऐसे नहीं बनते. ऐसे बड़े स्टैच्यू ऐसे नहीं बनते. कोई फिल्म स्टार का नहीं बनता, कोई पॉलिटिशियन का नहीं बनता. रियल स्टेट्समैन का बनते हैं, जो कैरेक्टर जिसके जीवन में होता है. जस्ट 725 रुपीज इन बैंक अकाउंट, सो 2200 करोड़ स्टैच्यू डायरेक्टली रेड. कैरेक्टर इज ट्रेमेंडस पावर. प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज का यह कैरेक्टर था. अक्षरधाम खड़ा किया, ऐसे 4 बड़े बड़े अक्षरधाम हो रहे हैं, इतने संत हम उनके पास आ गए, इतने हमारे 55,000 का वॉलंटियर फोर्स है. ये सब कैसे आता है? कैरेक्टर हैज द पावर टू पुल ऑल रिसोर्सेज फॉर योर हेल्प. टेक दिस सेंटेंस विथ यू. सो जब आप कोई संत के पास जाते हो, गुरु के पास जाते हो, तो उसका कैरेक्टर चेक कर रहा, ज्ञान चेक मत कर रहा. मैंने अभी 1 घंटा आपको पास बोला, इज नॉट पार्ट, इज जस्ट ज्ञान. हाँ, टीचर हैं, बोलते हैं. कोई टीचर फिजिक्स का लेक्चर 1 घंटा ले लेते हैं, मैंने वर्क बैलेंस का ले लिया. यू हैव टू चेक माई कैरेक्टर. ओनली इफ आई एम प्योर इन कैरेक्टर. कैरेक्टर ये 2 ही बात संत के लिए, धन और स्त्री, इनके साथ वो कैसे निपटता है, वही साधु. Rest are all demons incarnate into sadhus. Next.
Final question for today, Swamiji. The question is, I am totally unclear as to what is my ultimate goal in life. My question is, what are the essentials of reaching a phase of clarity?
Okay. Pramukh Swami Maharaj was asked this question by an IAS aspirant, that at the end of life, death is certain, then what is the aim of human life? Pramukh Swami Maharaj, out of all his wisdom and out of all his experience of traveling all over the world and meeting so many people, and out of his nectar experience, the wisdom of the great sages in the scriptures, he said, the purpose of human life is 5 things. The goal of life, ये 5 गोल्स है जीवन के, मनुष्य जीवन के ये 5 गोल है. ये प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज जी अपने अनुभव से बताए. It is according to the scriptures, according to all the great personalities upon this earth. Thinking repeatedly of these 5 things will give you the clarity of it. First thing, सबसे पहली बात, गोल ऑफ लाइफ. फर्स्ट गोल ऑफ लाइफ, आपकी जो सांसारिक जवाबदारियां हैं वो आप बराबर निभाएं. As a father, as a brother, as a son, as a sister, as a wife, as a daughter, as a neighbor, as a relative, जो भी आपकी सांसारिक जवाबदारियां हैं वो बराबर, एकदम बराबर आप निभाइए. That is your first goal. Total 5 goals. First goal is this. Second, आपका जीवन निर्व्यसनी और पवित्र रखे. From de-addiction to character. आपका जीवन पवित्र हो शास्त्र के अनुसार, वो आपका जीवन का ध्येय, तो आपको सुख रहेगा, शांति रहेगी, स्थिरता रहेगी. थर्ड, प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज बोले, निस्वार्थ भाव से मदद और सेवा की भावना हमेशा रखना. Whatever you can do, wherever you can do, selflessly, some activity, some help, some service, you must do it. That will distress you. Now the doctors in America are officially prescribing 2 hours of selfless service a week to distress yourself. और उससे तो बैक पेन, नी पेन सब चले जाते हैं. ऐसे एग्जाम्पल्स हैं, क्योंकि 90% ऑफ योर डिजीज आर साइकोसोमेटिक. मन अस्वस्थ है इसलिए शरीर में तकलीफ आती है. मन स्वस्थ हुआ तो शरीर अच्छा. तो थर्ड वाज दिस. फोर्थ, भगवान के प्रति श्रद्धा और भक्ति करना. और फिफ्थ, अपने आत्मा का कल्याण करना. तो ये 5 बातें जीवन का मकसद, गोल है. इफ यू कैन स्पेंड ऑल योर कॉन्शियस टाइम इनटू दिस 5 एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ लाइफ, all the goals are well met. It is a well balanced, successful life.